Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you in here. Welcome back for episode one of Stock Picks, which will debut every Friday at noon Central Time. Excuse me here. Just for some reason coughing, so let's get through this. As you guys know, welcome into Simple Investing. If you guys are new, hit the like and subscribe button and share. It really helps us out. We do lives every morning at 8 a.m. Market morning news, as well as entrepreneurial news on Saturday at 10 a.m. And of course, what's in your portfolio at 9 a.m. on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. We also do lives every Wednesday night. So going over various topics. We get a lot of people engaging. Love to have you. We're always live on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, or I guess Twitter's now X, whatever it is. But we're live on all channels. But we really appreciate if you guys can support us there. And if you want to get these videos before the premiere date and view them on Patreon, because as soon as I make the video, it goes right on the Patreon for everyone who's a Patreon member to view. So link is in the description. Go ahead and join that. $3 a month. It'll help towards getting an editor, so I don't have to edit these. I can just record them, send them off, and they can do their thing. I'd also like to have some animated videos, but that's neither here. That's just some long-term goals. But anyway, check us out. We really appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you could like and subscribe and share, it would really help. Because today we are going to be talking about PayPal. I know there's a lot of things going on with PayPal. There's a lot of crazy. A lot of people don't like it, especially their CBDC. But I wanted to kind of go over what the scenario is. As of today of this recording, PayPal is at $53.03 and has a buy rating of 70 by various analysts. So a lot of analysts are saying buy this right now, which that usually is a scary move. But before we go into the investor relations, let me just share this tab really quick. So you can see here in the last 5 years, PayPal has went from $83 to 308 at the highest. And right now we're sitting at 57. So we're at an all-time low in a 5-year period. Now it's still higher than I think its initial date back in 2015, as you see here, 10 years ago. So $38. And we're still almost double that, but still it's kind of going in a downward pitch. It's actually looking a lot like a pump and dump on crypto. Just saying, just calling it like I see it. Anyway, let's go back over to their investor relations page. You know, as you can see, you can get some news here on their site. They have theirs as of $57 as of 4 p.m. today. So they're only off by a couple cents. Now they have been managing to beat earnings every quarter so far, and we got the third quarter earnings report coming on November 1st, which of course we will also bring that on live for you guys, and I'll try to bring that up there for you. But right now, as you can see here, some news. You got the earnings call November 1st. Just a couple days ago, PayPal names Alex Chris as next president and CEO. So he's very new to the position. Excuse me. And of course, we got September 7th. I'm sorry. We got September 7th that happened a month ago. And we got some other stuff here. But let's go to see, as you can see here, this is the next event that's coming up on the calendar. But we can go over Q2 23 investor update, right? So we got all the statements, blah, blah, blah. PayPal's expectations highlight. Revenue was $7.3 billion, growing 7% at spot and 8% FXN. Total payment volume, $377 billion went in and out of PayPal in that quarter, growing 11%. We also have non-GAAP EPS of $1.16, returned $1.5 billion to shareholders through share repurchases and $4.9 billion on trailing 9-month basis. Excuse me. So here we go. They're still doing it. I think they pay a dividend, right? I think no, they haven't paid a dividend yet. Oh, that's pretty alarming right now. Haven't paid a dividend yet. But anyway, let's just keep going. So we're going to go through here. Here's some more of the synopsis of their earnings kind of laid out. free cash flow. Now they have a negative $0.4 billion. So that means their free cash flow is negative $400 million. And that's because exactly business loans and everything. As of right now, they have almost 30,000 employees. I expect that on this next earnings report, they're going to probably announce that they're going to be laying off somewhere between 5 and 10% of their staff. Wouldn't surprise, or if maybe up to 5,000 members, which would be about 15%. So I do see that even though earnings is increasing, and my thoughts first off when I saw they had 29,000 employees was that's a lot for a payment processing company. Like, what else how much people do you actually need to do this job? And that means they're bloated. I think they're bloated on their labor side. So we're looking here active customer accounts, 400 million, active merchant accounts, 35 million, total payment volume, 1.4 trillion, payment transactions, 24 billion. Reach is 200 plus global markets, 150 currencies, and 25 and a whole 25 currencies. Here's a list of everything that they're doing, and PB expense pass keys globally. So, they're reaching more people. I don't know if they mentioned the CBDC, their stable coin in this. Now, it's not a CBDC, but it's very, 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 very much like it. We could talk more about that on the crypto side, but I have my dislikes about it, and I don't really like PayPal because they can shut off your account at any time for any reason, even though they're going against federal banking laws. They're shutting people's accounts down, which is actually illegal because you can't do that unless if you have a warrant from the court to do it, and they'll lock up money or return money. So that's why I don't like using PayPal. And they'll decide too if you're taking out too much money. It's not good for businesses, especially fast growing businesses, because owning a couple businesses myself, I could tell you sometimes you'll have steady growth and then you'll just every 6 months on my moving company, I was doubling in volume. Like I'd go 6 months, I'd go like, let's say I was doing 50,000, and all of a sudden I was doing 100, and then I opened it up another site, and all of a sudden I was doing 200, and then all of a sudden 500,000 transactions. So then it was like, man, like my stuff would get locked up all the time, and I have payroll, I have a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't recommend a business really using this, but people are still going to use it as like Patreon, Google. A lot of accounts they make you use PayPal. But as you can see here, the accounts are going up, but we'll have to see because people are trying to switch over to alternative sites to avoid being locked down on one site. Everything's about the same. We're all kind of going over the same information. Q3 guidance. This is what they expect. Net revenue growth 8% roughly. Net revenue 7.4 billion. They're looking at 13 to 14%, and earnings per share of $1.22 to $1.24. So they're pretty optimistic. Now we are going into the holiday season, but what also you guys got to keep in mind is a lot of Only fans use this as well. So it will be they are going to ramp up. A lot of people do use this to make purchases, and like Amazon uses it, really kind of goes through, or maybe they don't anymore. But I know eBay and all that other fun stuff, they all use this, right? But I don't think I think we're going to see a downturn because people aren't going to be spending much. People aren't going to be donating much. People aren't going to be using anything. It's cash and carry. So I think a lot of their services are going to bite the bullet or take a huge hit. But we'll have to see. I think they'll be flat for Q3. Then when Q4 comes around, I think they're going to start suffering 2 to 3% losses every quarter, and then followed by 5%. Just some more information as you see here, 2022 Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So you're seeing how the volume is increasing, but it's only increasing a little bit, not by much, right? So they're having some stagnant growth. And as you can see here, right here was the start of the recession, Q2 2022, and we started going downhill, right? So now we have We have 13% to 9%, 5%, 10%, 11%. And I see these numbers going downhill. So this is kind of like a relief rally, and then we're going to go back down. More financial data, just kind of covering all the growth and everything. But we really have to wait to see what they're auditing when they get an audit done, which they will. But right now, they're kind of operating because during the pandemic, they were operating at a loss, and they're doing a decent amount of charge offs here. But at the same time, I don't I don't think it's any too much to worry about, but they are borderline a zombie company. More stuff. I don't know if they have it in here. No, they don't have anything about their stable coin. So that might be in Q3's report. But let's go over here and take a look here as we prepare for the Q3, right? So, oops, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, let's share this tab right here and close that out. So, even here, they're expecting profit growth will be down 3.9 cents. This is what this analyst is saying from this site. So so he's right in line with me. But I don't. He's a little bit more bullish on the loss than I am. I'm thinking they're going to be flat for Q3, and then they're going to start to see a downfall. But he's saying 3.9% and a pace of reacceleration in Q4, a rapid downturn for it. So with that being said, this guy he's expecting the price to be around $55. So, 1% down. He's not really aggressive on it. However, I would say by this time next year, I wouldn't be surprised if PayPal is under $30. I would not be surprised, which is why I added it to my watch list because PayPal will be around. I think what happens is they got to cut half the fat. They got to cut half the payroll. They got a lot of overpaid people, I believe, for a lot of like middle management work. Like get rid of the middle managers, get rid of like a lot of people in the tech industry are saying like it's coming like office space where you got like 7, 8, 9, 10 bosses. You don't need all that. You need one boss. Get rid of 9. That saves a lot of payroll. Like, and a lot of them don't do anything anyway other than just copy and pasting emails. So, but I really believe that now he's saying a long-term price target of $79. I don't think so. I think we're going to see I'm going to think this time next year we're going to see $30 or less because 2024 will be the bottom out of the economy, the stock market, the crypto markets, everything. So we're kind of getting a nice reset next year. Good time for us to get in. I think this company can make it and get back to big profitability numbers without having to borrow money and without having to be a zombie company. So, but with that being said, we don't know where it's going to go. As you see, aftermarket trading, we went down to 56.92. So we're still on a downward trend right now. It went up during the day, but now we're on a downward trend. So when we started off today, 56. Yeah, so we're going back to 56. Also, as you guys can see here, buy order. I do not keep a lot. Like I said, I never really keep a lot of money in there. Make sure you always put a lot in here, but I don't use Robinhood as much. I use Ameritrade, so there's just some stuff in here left over that I never transferred in there. But here we go. We're going back over to PayPal. I just don't see it. As you see here, they're also saying unusual options activity for October 16. I think there's going to be a lot of losses on this. I expect this. Let's just go look at a year. I expect this downward trend. As you can see, it's down 31% on the year. And I'm expecting that to drop. We're probably going to get up close to 50% on the year because it's just dropping and people don't have faith in this company. So in order for them to recover, people have to have faith in this company in order to get there. Because right now it's almost at the 52-week low, but it's getting there. I think it's going to drop a little bit more. There's not really a lot of good news about it other than analysts saying to buy it. But whenever someone says buy, you should be selling because analysts are saying buy it now, you should be selling. So this stock for right now for me has a rating of D on my books. I have A, B, C, D, F, and this is a rating of D. We could watch it when this price gets below $30. I will consider it a buy, but right now it's got a rating of D. And I don't even use it that much. Like I don't use it for my businesses. I don't use their credit cards. I don't use anything about PayPal. It's just too damn expensive. And with inflation and everything else and costs rising, it's hard to pay for services from a bloated company because they're A, are going to have to reduce costs, or B, they're going to have to raise their revenues, which they're going to raise their revenues first. So look for the prices of their goods and services to increase, and we'll just have to take it from there. But with that saying, guys, it's been fun talking about PayPal. Watch out, stay tuned for it. Stay tuned for we're going to have the November live. We're going to live stream the November 1st earnings call for you guys. Hopefully, I'm not too busy at that time. If so, I'll have to record it and then get back to it. But I really do appreciate all your guys' support. Like and subscribe. Hit the follow button. Follow the other video or wherever it's going to be on here. But go click that other video. Watch some more of our stuff. We appreciate it. And hey, we hope to see you live. Join us live every day. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.